I'm going to teach you how to make the best Minecraft stray farm in under 8 minutes. The loot from this farm is extremely good, including bones, arrows of slowness, bows, and armor. And best of all, this design is so simple. You can build this on your first nights in Minecraft. So what materials do you actually need to build this farm? Well, it's actually really simple. If I open my inventory right here, you'll see this is everything you're going to need. Before you pause the video and start gathering all these materials, you need one of these two, kelp with bone meal or ice. You'll see why we're going to need this for the bubble column, but make sure you choose one of these two. So the first step of building this thing, which is probably the most important step, is actually to find yourself a skeleton spawner, just like this little guy spinning endlessly right here. So the way you find it is simply by going underground and looking for one of these dungeons. So once you find one of these guys right here, we're going to turn them into strays, and I'm going to show you just how to do that. But before we turn them into strays, though, we actually have to build the farm. You're going to start by digging 4 blocks around the spawner in each area. So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there it is, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 where I'm standing. That includes the top here. So 1, 2, 3. So we need to break one on the ceiling. And then, of course, on the ground, 1, 2, 3, 4. So once you've successfully cleared out your whole area here, it should look something like this, right? And we're going to want to cover up these holes so that nothing could come in, nothing could spawn out of it either. Very important that we make sure this is safe and secure. Our next step is to take our 2 water buckets and choose a side that we're going to build on and place 1 water here, 1 water a block away, and then we could take from here and keep placing it over again. Basically, we just made an infinite water source. Your water should be 1 block away, just like this. We're going to break this first layer down like that. Place our water, see how far it flows. And on the last block where the water is right here. So break this block right here. 1, 2. And then from here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just like that. So now down here, 1, 2, 3. On the 3rd block, place your wall right there. Can't be standing in the way of it. And then place a soul sand right there. And then lastly, we're going to take 1, 2, 3 of our fences, open them up just like this. And we should be ready for the next step. From this soul sand, we're going to count 18 blocks up. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 18. This is the 18th block right here. And there are 3 ways you could do this. Way number 1 is to stack up with ice all the way up just like this, and then break it in survival mode. Obviously, it'll all turn into water source blocks. The next way to do it is to place water right here. And we're going to go to the bottom and place kelp all the way up. And once you place it to the very top, you're just going to break the bottom kelp. That turns all of them into source blocks. We basically just have to make sure all the water blocks are sourced. And yeah, and you can see we instantly start floating up. And the final way to do it, of course, is to just place a water source on each block all the way up. But that takes 16 water buckets. So if you don't have that, then don't worry about it. At the top of the water block, you're going to break out 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 2, 3, sorry, out on this side, and cover up this top block. Place water just like this, let it flow out to however far it goes, and then break this. Make sure the last one becomes a water source again. Last thing, place blocks on top just like this so that they can't flow that way. It's kind of impossible. They have to flow down this way. So from this last block outwards that the water can't go, we're going to dig down 22 blocks, okay? This is what we're going to do first on the way down. So we're going to go 2 blocks, and then this block right here that I'm standing on is going to be where cobweb goes. So I guess just dig 2 blocks down, place a cobweb, dig all the way down to 22 blocks down. Place your powdered snow right there. That is the most important part. And we're going to go into survival. This is essentially what the skeleton sees, right? I'm a skeleton. I'm getting taken into this thing. I'm gonna freeze to death, which turns me into a stray, right? By this point, I should be turning into a stray as a skeleton. And you get in this long, painful process, right, of cobwebs. Let's go back into here. And we take a ton of damage. So then the player can one-shot us. Down on this 20-second block, this is where you could kind of build your killing chamber, right? Just build your little room, whatever it takes. I'll just do a quick little build. So this next part right here, we're just gonna take our slabs just like that, and our trapdoor right there. This is the tube that where the skeletons are gonna fall down. Instead of having a wooden block that I had here, we're going to turn that into a hopper. And then we're going to have a chest connected into it. So this is where all of the items are going to go. You could make your own storage system, going wherever all that. Go look up another video on a storage system. This one is just about the skeleton spawner. So when I change the game's difficulty, I'm going to make it hard mode because that's usually the best spawns. If you go into free cam, you'll see that skeletons will spawn here. The first one will get stuck, but the other ones will push it. It's a little bit of a weird situation, and I don't really like it that much, I'm going to be honest. But right here, you'll see the skeletons will eventually turn into strays after enough time. There you go, right there. This thing does work pretty well, as you can see. The cobweb is perfect. It gives just enough time for all of them to turn into strays. And you'll see it's going to take kind of a big fall. If we go back over here, right there. Something that's very, very, very important about this farm. In order to AFK it or to stand still, you must be 16 blocks away from the spawner. So as you can see where I'm standing, the skeletons should spawn from this exact point. I would say that standing like right here, maybe even just flipping it around to right here. So put this here and the slab right there. This is the perfect spot you can AFK while they're still spawning, and it should be the perfect system right here. The only flaw, once again, is going to be the skeletons right here. There will be like maybe 1 or 2 skeletons stuck at all times. And as you can see right here, all the skeletons one by one, it does have to go one by one, which is a little annoying because it takes a little longer. They will all eventually become strays. They will fall down. You need some type of block on top of this mob spawner that's not a full block, whether it's a button or a bottom half slab, a fence, anything that's not a full block that mobs can't spawn on. If you choose not to place a block up here, just know that you will probably lose spawns due to skeletons standing on top of this, and we don't want that. So make sure that you place something there if you want to increase your spawns. Now guys, I AFK'd here for about, I'd say maybe like 30 minutes. I'm not really sure how long it was. It's about 30 minutes. I just wanted to show you the type of loot that you can get from this. So this thing is all full right now. Check this out right here, completely full. The hopper is also just about full. My inventory has some stuff too. You do get both a mix of arrows and arrows of slowness, so you get choice there. You also will occasionally get your armor pieces, like I have chainmail leggings right here. Armor is definitely one of the more rare options though. And also I'm at level 26. You can just AFK here and you will get a lot of levels. Please comment if you have any issues with this farm. I will be down there to help you guys out. So thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe, Discord in the description, and I will see you in the next video.